Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video than I normally do. I was contacted by the art supply company ARTEZA, and they asked if I wanted to review some of their products. So they were kind enough to let me pick out things on their site that they thought I might be interested in. And yeah, they were really nice and sent me everything I picked out, which was awesome. So I'll go through everything I got, and I kind of want to swatch them and review them. I tried to pick out things that I can use immediately in my current planner system and supplies that like maybe I would be looking for an alternative to, or get some more color options and things like that. So the first thing I picked out were sticky notes because I love sticky notes. I use them every day in every planner spread. And I didn't realize, but they sent me a massive box of 48 sticky notes. So this is the sticky note pack that you get on their site, and it comes in these 4 really bright, pretty colors. And it's a really great value. The box of sticky notes, if you go through sticky notes a lot, I think is awesome. It's $26.99 for the giant box of 48 pads, and I love these colors. Comparable to Post-it, I believe that's much cheaper. The stick on them is great. So yeah, I definitely recommend those, especially if you're like in an office setting or go through a lot of them. I think that box of them is awesome. And then the second thing that I picked out was these big sketchbooks. Now I didn't realize how big they were when I picked them out, but I do like to journal in watercolor. And this is just their 100-page sketchbook. And the paper quality is super nice, really thick. I'm trying to see if it'll fit the whole thing in frame. This is an 8.3 by 11.7 inch sketchbook. And the only other sketchbook that I have to compare it to is a Moleskine sketchbook. And to me, this paper feels much thicker. It definitely has a little bit more of a tooth to it, which I think would be great for watercolors. And it's actually cool to have a bigger size to try out and to make some bigger paintings or drawings. Not an artist by any means, but I just enjoy doing it for fun. So I thought that was a really great value. The sketchbook comes in a pack of 2, and they actually have many sizes. So this is like the 8 by 11 size, but they also have it down to pocket size, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if other companies offer that, but like to put in a pocket TN or have as like a travel journal, I thought was a nice option. And this is $26 for the 2 giant 8 by 11 sketchbooks. So I thought, again, a really good value. And then I picked out these gel pens because I use gel pens every day in my Stalogy. I usually use black, but recently I've been looking into maybe trying some different colors. Just like for my daily pages, not particularly color coding, but although I think this would be great for color coding. And I thought that some of the pens they had in here were a variation of gel pen that I don't normally see. So I wanted to go ahead and try these in my Stalogy, just because this is the paper that I'm using it most on. So I mean, I can swatch them for you in the sketchbook, but if we're honest, I plan in my Stalogy mostly. So I wanted to give you an accurate review there. Let me see if I can slip these out. So this is 20 retractable gel pens. I believe they also have this in a non-retractable version. And I'll try to go in order. They have the colors here on the back. Okay, so I think this is just a black. I tried to remove all the little gel dot things so I could do this a little bit more efficiently beforehand. So it's a 0.5, that's just a gel, a black that writes super smoothly. I'm just gonna write hello. Oh, this is a 0.7. Let me see, so, okay, so then 0.5, there's 19 colors in 0.7, and then there's 1.5 in the black. So these, I guess, are both black. So that's your 0.5 and your 0.7 in the black. And I like that these are like super sleek, and they actually fit really well into the Gilio pen loop, which is always a bonus because there's nothing super thick on it. This color, I don't know what these colors, I think I'll just go ahead and swatch them. You'll see what you'll get in here. Oh, that one's skipping. Okay, there we go. And that's a really pretty lilac purple. And a really pretty pink. This is like a beautiful cobalt blue. That's really nice. It's like super bright. And I thought these like forest green colors and the brown, I love that it included. I love writing in a brown. I used to journal in brown a lot. So that's like a super dark hunter green. That'd be nice to write for the holidays for sure. This one, I need to take the ball off. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Really bright green. Okay, so that's like a corally red. Then this is the brown. And that's like kind of a sepia brown there. And I like that the color is, you can kind of tell what the color is by the barrel. Sometimes I have pens that are colored that it doesn't say it as clearly on there. That's a really pretty like magenta purpley color. I believe this is midnight blue. This might be tough to see the difference between that and the black, but it is a very dark midnight blue. Here's this really beautiful purple color. That's really nice. Here's a lighter blue. Okay, and that's like a really pretty sea blue, very summery. It's like a mermaid color. Oh, move that. And also similar, this one has a bit more green in it, if you can see. And then another green. That's like a little bit more muted than that other green that I tried. And here is another green. That's really pretty, like a lime green. Here is a yellow. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but definitely yellow. This is like a neon color. I don't believe this comes out. I think I tried this one. Yeah, it doesn't come out so much neon, but it's definitely a really pretty coral pink color. And the actual neon barrel is fun. Orange. Really pretty pumpkin orange. And then last but not least, a red. Yeah, that's like a true red. So I absolutely love these. I think they're super cool and a lot of really fun colors that I'll definitely be playing with in my journal or my Stalogy, which I journal in. And then also I chose, these are the TwiMarkers, and this is a set of 48, and I was kind of most excited about these because I had the idea to use these. They are double-sided, so you have a really fine point and a brush point, if you can see. And I had the idea to use these as actually highlighters for on top of like whatever pen I'm using for the day. And I just thought that I was amazed at the color selection that they provided, and I think some of these colors would make really pretty highlighters. So I'll test that out for you. They are water-based. And I did try it on top of one of their gel pens, just one color, to see if that would even be possible, like it wouldn't smear the gel. So this is the first color, pink. And yeah, it doesn't smear it. So especially if you're using a ballpoint, I think that would be a really fun way to get a whole bunch of colors for really inexpensive. I think the TwiMarkers are, it's a set of 48 dual tip, and they're $33, which winds up being like less than $1 a marker, which I think is an awesome value. Plus you could do brush lettering with it. Now this, I usually use my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens. And those definitely have, I'm not a brush lettering expert at all, but those definitely have a stiffer tip. But if you are somewhat decent at brush lettering, I think these are an awesome option. I'll definitely play around with them. I'm just used to a little bit of a stiffer tip, which gives you the illusion of more control. But if you have that skill, I think this is a beautiful set. And then on the other side is that really fine, and you can use that almost as like a pen. Yeah, like that's like really fine. So that's almost like the thickness of the 0.5 gel pen. So I'll go ahead and swatch these also. Try to do it pretty quick. I'm just gonna swatch the one side just so you could get an idea of the color. And I got cut off. I love all the different, that's the same color, the different variations of pink. That's a really pretty bright color. And that still totally works as a highlighter. Sorry, I don't know if I got cut off again. My husband was trying to call me. But this is that color. It's a beautiful, that fuchsia color, or like fuchsia purple. And awesome highlighter color. So I'm really excited to use those because I often use, I use highlighters just to make a title stick out or to highlight something important, I guess like anybody would, or to even like doodle. And I usually use the mild liners. That's a really pretty color. I usually use the mild liners, but I think the value winds up being better on these guys. Here is a red. So if you like to doodle or do like beautiful bullet journal spreads or, yeah, that might be a little dark to highlight, but I love the color of that. That's a really nice color. It's like a soft beige. I'm trying all these for the first time, so sorry if I keep saying they're all really nice. I love how soft they are, and look, a perfect highlighter color. How nice does that look over like the purple gel pen? I think that's so cool. And that's a little bit darker of a periwinkle. Periwinkle is one of my favorite colors growing up. I actually painted my room periwinkle. Here's another, that's like a more true lilac. Another purple. And like I said, I was really blown away by the variety of colors that you got in one pack. Like when I was looking, that's really pretty. It's like a dusty mauve. It's coming up, it's showing up a little darker on camera actually. But there, if you can see the colors. When I was looking into the Tombos, because I wanted some more of those Funaisuke colors, they just came out with some new colors, or even the Tombow dual brush pens. That's a really bright neon yellow, so that's like a true highlighter color. Yeah, so when I was looking into getting those, I really wanted a gray, I wanted some pastels, but it looked like the colors that I wanted were all spaced out. Oh, that's a really pretty, like lemonade pale yellow. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. The colors were spaced out over all the different packs, and I put them all in my basket, and it wound up being like a ridiculous amount of money in order to get all the colors that I wanted. So I think that this could be an amazing option for if you want to play with some brush lettering or some highlighting or doodling. And I just think it's really cool. They have like 4 different variations of yellow. Like that's like a more magnolia yellow that has a little bit of orange in it. But I love having those options. I usually try to match my highlighters to my washi tapes that I'm using. It's like a sherbet orange. My other favorite color is orange, like a true sunset orange. So like this color. I know that's really weird, but since I was little, I love the color of sunset orange. It's like pumpkin orange. Ooh, I love that color. That's like a really pretty coral. and they don't bleed through, they ghost, but this paper is really thin, so anything I think will ghost, or most markers ghost on this. It's like a highlighter pink. That's a really beautiful pink as well. But like I said, look at all of these pink tones. I think that's really neat to be able to have that option for highlighters or for drawings, and it's all in one pack. So I totally love that. I was really excited to try these out, and I was hoping they would live up to the expectation, and the, you know, the quality of them would be as great as the color selection. That's a really pretty color. It's like what is that, like a matcha green? Sorry if this is taking a while. There's a lot of them. It's like a minty green. It's like an aqua. I'm gonna have a hard time picking out my favorites to put in my pen pouch. Maybe I'll need to get another pen pouch for these. It's a really pretty bright blue, but there's so many of these tones, in my opinion, that can be used for highlighters. And if you want to match your washi tapes, I think you have a very good selection to choose from. And I know it's weird, but I kind of like the packaging of these. They have like a little clip. Oh no, that's not a clip. But they have, it's see-through and it's really thin, which I like. It can go in kind of any pen loop and they don't take up a lot of space. And you can see the color really easily. That's a really pretty bright green. I have 2 more greens on this tray. It's like a grass green. It's like a lime green. And then this last tray is a bit darker. I think this is gonna be a gray. Yep, oh, I'm so excited about that. I love gray. I have like 3 gray mild liners floating around. So that'll be nice to have. Another like periwinkle type blue. That's a really gorgeous bright blue as well. That purple. I don't know why they're coming up darker there. You can kind of see I have the window open over there, so you could see a little better the true color. I'm just amazed with the variation in color. I think that's super cool. And that's like a true army green. I personally haven't found a pack of markers, especially like dual tip markers, that has this variation for this value. Like I said, every time I went to look for something, I felt like I needed to buy all the packs to get all the colors. Okay, so 4 more. That is just a true black. I think this looks like a darker gray. Yep, a little darker, so that's the other gray, and that's the darker gray. That's more like the mild liner color. Let me see if I could swatch. This is the mild liner, the light gray one. Yeah, so it's more similar to that tone. This mild liner actually has a hint more green in it almost than this TwiMarker. And then 2 more. So we have a true brown. It's like a chocolate brown. And this color. That's pretty. It's like a mustard. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that up to the light so you could see those colors a little bit better. But I absolutely love these. I'm super happy with them and really thankful that they sent them over. And can't wait to play and highlight everything. Okay, and then the last thing I got was, because I didn't quite know how these would work out, is I wanted to get the highlighters. And the highlighters came in a pack like this. It's 30 of them. So again, if you work in an office or need highlighters for school or whatever it is, this was $19.99 for the set of 30. And I'll go ahead and just swatch each of those colors quickly. Honestly, I think these are gonna kind of be dupes of some of the Twee colors. Yeah, so that's like identical to that one. Let's do green. Yep, very, very similar to that one. This might be a little brighter. Blue. Almost identical to that one. This is that bright orange. Love that. Again, like that one. I wonder if it's the same ink, actually. Possibly. That's a really pretty bright pink. I don't know. Yeah, that one probably. And then this beautiful purple. I don't think that one's a dupe of any of these. This is slightly different. But anyway, if you were interested like in buying in bulk, I definitely suggest those. Again, I think a great value. I love the colors of those. Your classic highlighter colors plus that fun purple. But honestly, I think the best value here, in my opinion, is these TwiMarkers. I think they're awesome. I really can't wait to play with them. I'm super happy that they sent them over. I am going to link, they gave me a discount code for you guys. So I'll link that, or I'll put that in the description down below. It's Mermaids and Lace 1. But again, I'll write that down below. They also provided me with an affiliate link, which I do make a small percentage of. If you choose to use that link, you totally don't need to if you're not comfortable with it. It's no additional cost to you. But if you want to, not use that, that's fine too. I just thought that I wanted to show you guys, especially these TwiMarkers and the value that you get with the brand ARTEZA. They have a whole bunch of other art supplies on their site. And I definitely think they're worth checking out, but I will leave the link down below as well as the coupon code for 10% off for you guys. If you have any questions or want to see me use them in a different way, please let me know. If you decide to pick anything up, I'd love to know as well. Otherwise, I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.